Hey everybody, Mr. X here. Do you want to know a secret? Not only do I like pop culture, not only do I like statues, but I kind of like Hulk. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning into the Extreme channel. My name is Mr. X. This channel is all about extreme collectibles related to pop culture. A lot of it is about comic book stuff, a lot of it is about statues, and that is the case today. We are looking at a number of Hulk statues. That's right, this might be a little bit of a shock to you if this is the first time visiting the channel. However, if you're a tenured viewer, this is not a surprise to you. So let me explain what's behind me. I'm actually at my office. I work a lot, so I like to enjoy stuff like this. You can actually check out an old office room tour. I will have another one coming in January. As you can see, a lot has changed. And the month this is launching, December 2020, I'm actually receiving, I mistakenly said 6 Hulk statues. That's not correct. I'm getting 7. 7 new Hulk statues are arriving. 5 of those new Hulk statues are already on the display behind me. I've already done a video on one of them, possibly 2 of them by the time this aired. Now the video I want to talk about today is this green Hulk statue with the Stan Lee figure. So if you missed that video, go back and check it out because today's video is going to be built on that video. Because that particular Hulk statue was the main concept. And it ended up spawning 3 different variants. And because I'm Mr. X and I'm extreme, I bought all 3 variants. And that's what we're going to look at today. It's going to be kind of a different video, as you can already tell. I'm standing up. I have pants on. Well, of course you have pants on, Mr. X. You're at work. You have to wear pants at work. Oh, do you? But today we're going to take some close-up looks at those other 3 variants. I'm going to talk about them, and then I'm also going to talk about where they rank with the original green piece. And I also think once I get all those Hulk statues in, we're going to do a new Hulk countdown video. That's right here I did a Hulk countdown video. It was one of the first videos at my office, so the sound was bad. But since then, I think I've received about 10 other Hulk pieces, so I think it's time to redo that video early in 2021. That is, if we don't die from an asteroid, civil wars, the Contra virus, when Godzilla emerges, who the hell knows what's going to happen in 2021. So kind of as a recap, that green piece was a custom, means it's a private unlicensed commission. They only made 35 of these, and then they also made variants available. And I liked the green one so much, I also decided, you know what, let me get another one. But I could not decide between the other 2 choices. They, of course, had your traditional gray variant. And if you're brand new to Hulk mythology, because yes, Hulk technically is a mythical character, the gray Hulk symbolizes the very early Hulk. When the original Hulk comics went to printing press, there were some problems getting the green and it turned out being gray. However, that character is very beloved and it was brought back a few different times, but it still is your essential Bruce Banner. That's a very quick snapshot of something I don't actually have a lot of in-depth knowledge about. Now the Red Hulk is actually not Bruce Banner. The Red Hulk is General Ross. That's the guy always chasing Bruce Banner. He wanted the formula, the super soldier formula, whatever you want to call it, and he ended up turning into the own version of the Hulk, and he was a pretty evil guy. Now the third variant we're going to talk about, and I know very little information about that, but the third variant is actually this guy right here. It's what we call the compound Hulk. It's when the Red Hulk and Green Hulk actually merge together. There is a comic book basis for this. I just never particularly got into that storyline. But the reason I wanted to pick that up is because it was so rare. That's right, these variants are incredibly rare. The compound Hulk, which we're going to look at, they only made 5 of them. 5 in the world of these exist. Then the red and the gray, I believe it's only 10. That's what it said on the box, only 10 of each one. And if you recall the original video, I don't want to pick them up because they're incredibly heavy and incredibly difficult to put together with just one person. But before we kick it off, looking at all of them from my least favorite to my most favorite, check this out. Thank you to you guys. We're giving away these 2 exclusive Mortal Kombat statues from Pop Culture Shock Toys. We've already given away this Sub-Zero. It's being shipped to the winner of the 15,000 sub giveaway. Up for grabs at 17,500 subs is this exclusive Scorpion statue. First thing you need to do is make sure you've liked this video, you subscribe to the channel, and you've hit that bell notification. Second thing is we are going to pick random videos. This is one of those random videos, and insert this segment somewhere. You need to make sure you comment on that video. We are going to pick a random comment from one of said videos, and you will be the winner of this Scorpion statue. So coming in at number 4 is the red variant. You know, there was a few things I liked about this, and let's start at the base. So if you recall, the green piece did have that green gamma effect or whatever it was in the paint below. Now, a lot of the viewers absolutely hated it. I liked it despite some of the sloppiness of it. Now, one thing on this piece, so the base is very similar, and you're gonna see that on all three pieces we look at. But one thing I noticed that I missed during the review on the others, there is a little bit not clean print in some of the areas. So for example, like right here in between the toes, and you also see a little bit of that on the fist. Now, I don't think that was a sculpting issue, I think it was more of a quality issue, but nonetheless, it's nothing horrible. Now on here, they have the traditional black fingernails, as you see with the Red Hulk. A little bit of a paint job, not as good on the black. They needed to go over it a few times. I have some pretty bright lights shining on this. He's in the same pose as all the other pieces, and you still see that vein work here. They painted the veins a little bit of black. That's kind of the traditional colors of the Red Hulk. You see right here, he has the black torn pants. Something else I actually learned is we are supposed to rip the pants. There's actually a pattern to the pants we're supposed to rip, which I have not done yet. So let's look at the portrait, which is what's different. So typically with your General Ross, you have a little bit of spiked hair. They have some blue highlights in there, kind of a buzz cut spiked hair. And of course you see a different portrait. Just like the other ones, this is all one piece. I'm just not a fan of this General Ross portrait. I have a few other ones right here and right here. This is more, to me, more of a General Ross, Red Hulk, or Rolk. So this is my least favorite of the four. It does not mean I do not like it, but if I had to pass on a red, this would probably be it. And of my Red Hulks, he was probably my least favorite. So that is number 4. Now moving to number 3. Number 3 actually is the Compound Hulk. A lot of the same stuff I said on here, you know, especially when it comes to the red part. I think the paint and the fingernails could have been better. The separation on the toes. Now, an interesting thing about this is they split the pants as well. So you have the traditional purple and the traditional black. Same exact pose, of course, same exact base. And they essentially not only split the head in half, but they did a different facial expression, which I really appreciate. And I like this facial expression much better on both Red Hulk and Green Hulk. Has your traditional color eyes. They did a fantastic job with the paint on the tongue and the teeth. It's split right down the middle. And then one thing I like is they have a whited out red eye, where the Red Hulk with General Ross down here, they do as well, but for some reason it stands out more on the Compound Hulk. Maybe it's because he has a green eye on the other side, but I think the expression on that face is fantastic. You guys recall of the Green Hulk, I really enjoyed the expression on his face, but I like this one as well. So the Compound Hulk, half green, half red, is coming in at number 3. Now, the other two, and I apologize, the lighting isn't as good over here. I'm still installing some. So there's the Gray Hulk and there's the Green Hulk. And as a reminder, I do have the green gloves coming, so that will change into the green gloves right there. And I still haven't figured out how to pose the pants correctly. I honestly like both of these the same. If I had to pick which one is my favorite, I would probably pick the Green Hulk because he's more traditional, but to me it's almost a tie on these pieces. So we're not gonna go over the Green Hulk again, but I would rank both of these as tied for number 1. But if push came to shove and I had to get rid of them, I would probably get rid of the the gray. I do have a number of other gray pieces. But let's dive into this guy right here. So base is the same as we discussed. Toenail polish is what's different. Here you have kind of an off-color white with almost like this peach-like color in it. The pants are a light blue. And again, I haven't fixed these yet. But down here, there's actually a mechanism to rip them or cut them. So it's more of a thrashed pants, which I appreciate. And I did not know that at the time I filmed the video. I like to stay away from other videos and other pictures. Here, the highlights on him are more of a dark purple color where the veins are. But I love this portrait. First of all, the hairstyle. It seems like the hair is not as full as it is on the green, which I appreciate that. It's almost back to the Kirby days, even though it's not a Kirby portrait. Very fierce expression. Same pose, of course, but the portrait completely different. And this is kind of more of a caveman-like Hulk. I like how this is kind of jumping off the page of the comics, which is a good description of the green one as well. So very impressed with the gray Hulk as well. And the pants are bothering me so much, I should have fixed them before the video, but I'm gonna go ahead and fix them now. So big fan of all of these actually. And here's kind of these two next to each other. I love how that works. I'm getting lighting installed on this left side. So also gonna, like I said, do a new office tour here in January or February of 2021, if I survive. So that's what we got for those guys. Red number 4, compound number 3, and these two guys tied for number 1. While I still rank them 4 to number 1, I love all of them. And with so many different Hulk pieces, they are really a standout. So I can't wait to do that countdown again from top to bottom of all these different Hulk pieces, plus the new ones that I'm getting in. We'll see where everything falls, if these guys actually stay in the top 5 or not. But I appreciate you hanging in there for a really untraditional video. In the meantime, check out some of these other custom playlists. Also, if you have not, make sure you hit like on this video, hit that Mr. X logo to subscribe to the channel, and that bell notification. Otherwise, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care.